Hey everybody, this is Matt of Carbon County Cop Block bringing another episode of Cop Blast Podcast Live with myself and
Scott Marshall of the Oath Accountability Project.
And Ryan Scott just glitched out on us. He is here with us. He'll be out intermittently, it sounds like. His internet's giving a little bit of trickiness, but this is Ryan Scott with us from DeKalb Cop Block out of Illinois. Anyways, guys, it's been a pretty busy week for just about everybody out there, considering everything that's been going on in the news and with everything. So, what was your police interaction this week?
Well, my police interaction. Monday we went out on the 4th of July, and later that night we actually came up on a standoff. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we actually live streamed that to our Facebooks, and when we rolled up, there was a guy on a roof, and there was actually a state trooper out there with an AR-15 pointing up at everybody as well. Also joining us now is Amanda Burnquist out of Minnesota Cop Block as well. Guys, we're loading this show up with a lot of people tonight.
Yeah.
So
what's up?
Not much. So, we were just going on and talking about if we had any police interactions, and funny enough that you pop on right at that moment.
Can we
Is
adjust
that
her
an
audio?
understatement? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can we adjust her audio just a little bit?
I'm doing it now.
All right.
Go ahead
that
and
you
speak
had
again.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
so much better.
Okay, good. But yeah, I was just saying that is the biggest understatement about police encounters. Remember the last time we spoke, what I was doing?
Yes. Yes, I actually have a video. I sent it over to Scott. It's not yours because it didn't come through as well as I wished it would have for us, but we got great audio from you that night. We went live on Carbon County Live and played it. I was actually going to be interviewing Ryan Scott that night
Hey,
for
Ryan.
the episode.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up?
And you popped on with this, and there was no way we couldn't take that live and show it to everybody. So, anyways, Scott, I sent you a video about what was going on. Why don't you play that? You can drop the audio down so she can kind of tell us what was going on from her point of view.
All right, that's the one over on the Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, just give me 1 second.
Well, I sent you another YouTube link to it. It should be pop it over to you now. Yeah, it was that last one I sent you on Facebook.
Okay, I got you. All right. And let me get this on a full screen and a screen share. Yeah, Amanda, you've been pretty busy out there.
Oh, man, well, I was going to say the last time when we were doing the live thing, that's exactly the moment that he got killed in that cop car. That's literally 2 miles from my house.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's your video.
Oh, I was there on the overpass
yeah, she was up
while this was
behind
going
me.
on.
I was on live stream with her where a lot of this was going on.
Yeah. Oh, it was fucking bananas. Yeah, they totally agitated the situation. The Black Lives Matter people, they were totally peaceful up until they came in riot gear ready for war, basically. Then people started throwing shit out over the overpass.
Yeah. So was it the Black Lives Matters that was throwing the smoke grenades, or was it?
I wouldn't say that because it was a bunch of people. It was a community. It wasn't necessarily. It was a Black Lives Matter march, but there isn't that big divide. You know what I mean? It's the community, and people were just out. I don't consider myself a member of Black Lives Matter, but I was there. You know what I'm saying?
So I saw that off of this 100. So you were up behind the cops up here, right?
I was in the middle, actually. There's an overpass that's like for pedestrians to walk. I was on that bridge that people are throwing rocks on off of.
Yeah, I think that's up behind them here. If you look at the video that Scott's sharing, up above them in the background, it looks like you can see it, and that's what the angle I feel like I was watching, and I can see your American flag that you hung up there. So, so where Amanda was actually behind the police line when they looked in right in a few seconds off to the left here. There's an overpass. You can see it up on the left and the top of the left of the screen. She was up there. And she was live streaming this whole event. There was actually a guy up there with a megaphone going in on these cops as all this.
And they were listening. They sat back and they were listening.
But yeah, it was a crazy thing.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. And what the cops did, they came in from both sides, and they made this big line, and they walked in, and they basically forced the protesters off the freeway and onto like the side hill, you know, and to get off the freeway. And then they were pepper spraying, and they were throwing those flashbang grenades and all kinds of shit to try to get them to go up. And then in return, the people on the overpass were throwing, rocks and fireworks and things like that off the top. Yeah. And there was a couple guys who were standing there with their hands up and just would not move, and so they kept on throwing shit at them. Like the cops were throwing pepper spray, and they didn't move for shit.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy.
And they're just taking it, and yeah, it was insane.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
so you definitely had a hell of a night. So I know we live streamed up to a certain point, and then your phone died. So what happened after your phone died?
After my phone died, I was on foot. As I lived like 2 blocks away from where all this was taking place. So I ran home and I charged my phone for a little while. But then when I went back there to go get my van and stuff, everybody was pretty much gone, and they went back to the mansion. So right now they're occupying the governor's mansion.
Oh,
they're
nice.
there even right now, and so yeah, so they're doing that. And then I didn't go to the mansion. I ended up going, I ended up staying home. But yeah, I guess that's what took place next. And the next day there were like 3 things going on. They went to the St. Anthony Police Department. They did a march there. And some kind of protest. They were at the governor's mansion still, and then they were also in North Minneapolis, kind of blocking some streets there.
You guys absolutely do not mess around out there.
Man, I'm telling you.
There's no way around it. Like I hear the way that people flock to everything going on around you, and I'm jealous because stuff goes on around here all the time, and 5 or 6 people show up if we're lucky.
Yeah, it's the same like it is out here.
Yeah, like
yeah. But you guys are kind of from some little smaller towns. I mean, it seems like, right? DeKalb, is that kind of big?
Ryan's a nice college town.
Yeah, it depends. It really just depends. Like right now, it's summertime. There's no students here, so it's the population of this town's like 20,000 maybe. But when the students come, it multiplies by 10. You've got over 100,000 people here. So it is very much police state-esque when the students are here. They set up checkpoints. There's a cop driving by every 30 seconds, if not less. And not only that, there's multiple police departments out here. You've got DeKalb County, DeKalb City, NIU, state police, and they all cooperate right here in this general area. So yeah, sometimes it's a shit show. Yeah.
So Ryan, do you do any kind of like outreach or education or anything like that? Like, do you do any kind of community engagement type stuff?
You see me bitching a lot.
What happened with that restaurant? Did you get your camera replaced? Hello?
He's going in and out.
I'm breaking up.
Uh-oh.
You guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah,
okay.
And I was accidentally messaging him instead of Matt.
Oh, okay.
There was a lot of background noise there for a minute. I was going to see if we could maybe adjust him just a little bit.
Maybe I should go somewhere else.
Yeah. And I also want to give Rick Gonzalez of Allentown Cop Block a shout out really quick while we're kind of in this little break here. He's not feeling too well tonight, so feel better, Rick, and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely.
Let's see if this works a little bit better. We'll see.
Yeah, like, is that a shower curtain?
No, this is a painting. It's a shower curtain.
Someone's in the bathroom.
It's a little echoey, but a lot better than trucks driving by and stuff. So, but
I'll move again. I got my little
musical rooms here.
Yeah.
This is the professionalism that we talk about, all the time. But
Hey, Scott.
it's
I'm
the
sorry.
internet. I think people will give us a break.
Amanda, you were saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott. That I finally saw that video for the. I guess I must not have seen the whole thing, but that was pretty awesome with 360 camera and the Fairview Eye
I
thing.
agree. That was super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the only thing I got to work on is I got to install some better lighting in my truck, so that people can see a lot more. I'd like to get some LED strips to go right above the doors there, so that when they get right up there, I can just flip it on, and it lights up their faces. But they might try to give me some sort of thing for that.
Man, fuck them. They walk up to you, flashing your light or flashing light in your eyes.
Maybe I'll
That's
just
your
use.
property.
Maybe
That's
I'll
inside
just
of your
use a
property.
little. Maybe I'll get a little makeup mirror, and then when they shine their flashlight, I can just use it to shine on their face. I mean,
Yes. Or stick that shit right on your camera or something.
what jury would convict me there? They'd be like, "Oh, he was shining his light on him, so he's just getting his own light back."
Yeah.
I mean, what jury would
Oh yeah,
convict me?
I got a couple of those videos with asshole cops shining light in my eye. But if you do it to them, they'll call it assault. They'll call it something.
Of course.
Well, I know there's a video out of
Hold on, I'm sorry. This is very unrelated, but Ryan, you look like you're on the cover of the Chumbawamba CD.
I was just thinking this.
I get knocked down.
We're not gonna forget.
I'm sorry.
I was totally thinking that shit.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool. Stay there.
Yeah,
Because your audio is finally good. So.
All right.
Remind me to Google that.
That is so
Response
awesome.
to what you were saying. Yeah, is it? I can't really see myself. I look red, right? I don't know.
Yeah, red with the
Red
green
with the green background here.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the camera, but it's weird. But yeah, it's because probably the brown shirt and the green in the back. Yeah, this is my green screen. I got my little studio lamp set up. But yeah, what you were asking earlier about in terms of outreach.
I'm sorry.
Bitch, a lot of people.
Just smile and show your teeth. Just smile and show
I'm
your
with you guys again.
All right.
Oh man.
Oh.
So, anyways, I was saying there was a video that came out of Allentown with Rick Gonzalez and Severin Freeman, where it was with Corporal Sapolsky, who they've been having some trouble with, and he was almost hit Rick with his car as he was driving forward, back and forth, and shining a light on Rick and Severin, trying to make sure they couldn't record this traffic stop that was going across the street. This guy's a sergeant. You know what I mean? Like, most disrespectful son of a bitch in the world, but it's like, if they can turn around and they can shine lights on you like that, why the hell can't we shine a light back? Like, there's no reason why you can't put that LED.
Because they got a badge and a special costume.
Man,
Don't
fuck
do
that.
that.
Article 18. Article 18. Don't try to intimidate me.
Right. Well, and I think it's a given that they should just not be fucking childish in the beginning and just not shine flashlights at people's eyeballs. I think we were all taught that as children that you shouldn't do that. So it's like every violence where violence didn't exist before.
Right. You know, I remember about a year ago, Scott and I, it was one of the first videos that we ever put up on Oath Accountability Project, and we were kind of being smartasses, and we were at a city council meeting, and there was a cop parked in a fire lane, and we turned around and walked up to him. Scott basically tells him, like, he shouldn't be parked in a fire lane, it's illegal, but he's going to give him a warning this time. He's going to let him go with a warning, and that was that. Well, we drive away, and about 5 minutes later, the same cop pulls us over and basically comes up and was like, hey, your license plate light, only one of them is working right now, but I'm going to let you go with a warning.
Yeah, but we've looked that up since. That's not against the law. He just pulled us over and violated our rights arbitrarily.
Yep.
In
Not the cops.
Pennsylvania, you only got to have, it just says that you have to have it illuminated, so.
Yep.
That's as far as I know. So, and that last checkpoint that I went through, only one of my license plate lights was working. I only saw that after the fact, but it must be.
That's pretty. That's awesome though. When you think about it, that we
I think that is the first of its kind.
Yeah. His VR video, absolutely. It's one of the first of its kind. there was somebody who came out with one a little bit ago, but
It was Carlos Miller.
they came out with one, but it wasn't a checkpoint.
Can I hold on? Can I just ask everybody? Is everybody getting bad audio from Matt or just me?
I'm getting horrible everything.
Me too.
Yeah.
They're on phones.
Yeah, but
I'm the one controlling this. I can't go anywhere or do anything.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Bunny Boots was just saying audio quality was bad, but it seems to be only one person. Let me ask who. But
Isn't that big?
it must just be that I have like so many different streams coming through right now that it could just be audio issues on my end. So, but yeah, Carlos Miller had the first 360 video. It actually that was before YouTube had enabled the VR function to where, and then I saw that somebody actually had one from a border checkpoint done about 3 months ago. So I missed the mark a little bit, but you know, it's still a pretty cool video.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, the first time I saw it, I only saw it, on my phone regular, and did it with the, just moving around like this. But the second I actually was able to do it with VR camera, with the VR lenses, holy shit! Like, it was a lot of fun. You really felt like you were there. Throw in some headphones, and the audio's awesome. It's a hell of a video, and I'm glad that you made it.
Yeah, and I never go anywhere without at least one of those 360 cameras. I have the two that make the sphere, but when you're doing a video like that, I didn't need a video of the ceiling, so that's why you get like the half a sphere, because I take two and they go back to back and they stitch.
What does something like that cost you?
Each camera's about they're like $275 a piece if you buy them from the right place.
And you need multiple cameras to do the 360 thing, or is it just one device?
Well, the way that you see it in the checkpoint video, it's just the one device. But I have other videos on my channel from where you see the full sphere, and that's with 2 cameras.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I have just a little mount that holds them together on the tripod.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah,
but
awesome.
there are single camera versions where you can do it all with one camera, but I don't like the options. And these little cameras actually, they're splash proof. So the other night when we were out on the 4th of July, it was drizzling a little bit, but my cameras were just fine. Like I didn't have to worry about them getting wet.
Very good.
Yeah, I can't dunk them under the water. I have a waterproof case for one, but I can't dunk them underwater. But they can get drizzled on and stuff. So
yeah.
I just got a body cam, and it's kind of like a GoPro thing, and they don't make the gear that you wear for women.
No,
that's unfortunate. I think we may have lost her.
Hello?
Oh.
Wow, we were having some good
somebody called.
connections tonight. Okay.
Okay.
Yo, I'm seeing you on the internet, or you're on YouTube right now. I'm like, no, and I'm using my phone, you asshole, stop calling.
Right.
Yeah, so apparently it was me on the audio stream that was messed up, but it's cleared up. Yeah,
I'm getting a lot of feedback, and it's glitching a lot and whatnot.
On me?
Oh,
yeah.
It seems like it's better now.
Yeah, it's in and out. So hopefully our viewers will give us a break here. The internet gods are not shining on us tonight.
Right.
No, but we do have quite a few of you with us tonight. A little more than usual, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. See, the way that I have to do it, I have multiple video streams going, and this one is an in and out stream, so I've got 4 video streams going at once on my meager internet connection. So we're trying to make it work.
We're actually broadcasting live on 2 different stations right now. We're on Cop Blast Podcast. We're also on Oath Accountability Project. What's up, everybody at Oath Accountability Project?
Yeah, and what we'll probably end up doing is I'll probably end up ripping the original stream from here and then uploading it onto my channel because I'm having all sorts of audio issues. But if you guys look in the description, you guys can go to the original stream and not get any of my bad tech bullshit.
So, anyways, for some stupid reason,
What in the fuck was that?
Someone's got motorcycles going on.
Yeah, right. So for some stupid reason, my computer is also giving me an issue. I was trying to load up my spaces to where I could look at some of these stories, and I can't. So it looks like you are the one dictating where we're going with tonight and what stories we're going to use.
Oh, well, let's see here. Tonight, do you want to talk about? Let's talk about the guy who filmed the Alton Sterling shooting.
Yeah, let's do that.
Did he go to jail? I heard that he got arrested for something.
Yeah, he got arrested. Let's see. This story is from U.S. Uncut by a guy named Nathan Wellman. It says the man who was instrumental to making the first released recording of the Alton Sterling shooting go viral was arrested less than 24 hours later on charges of assault and battery, a move that he says was an act of police retaliation, according to a report by Carlos Miller with PNAC. Oh, wow. This story actually...
Yeah. And and that's the thing, too. You know, I found that to be really interesting, but also... And he admitted this. Am I breaking...
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. At least
yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
Hey, you guys, I'm sorry if I'm a little bit like fidgety and I'm kind of preoccupied. I have a room full of people right now, and
it's okay.
Oh no, so they're trying to be quiet.
It's okay.
Right. Oh, what are
Yeah, am I breaking up with you guys when I speak? Or?
Sometimes. You know what? If you want to drop down just the audio, that's fine, because then your video will be great. Or your audio will be great if you drop down just the audio.
Okay,
you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to be video.
Both of you can. That's fine if it's easier for you.
Okay, maybe that'll help a little bit.
And maybe
absolutely.
I'll drop my quality down too, so that.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Oh, cool, awesome. All right, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Person just be like, fuck the police and you know, everything that they're about. But I did read that he was arrested. He had outstanding charges or fees from parking or speeding tickets or something like that, sitting on a bench warrant from like last year. So it sounds like to me that he was just flying under the radar for this whole.
Right. Yeah. Just flying. Yeah.
Of course, leave it to somebody to try to find that on him. And like,
what
can we get this guy with?
Yeah, you know what? Here's my question. What kind of sick asshole individual decides, like, after
hey,
this
we want to put the pressure on him.
Well, yeah, what kind of sick individual asshole decides to then, like, after this all goes down, and obviously the police are in a lot of shade, decides to go, oh, guys, by the way, I took that guy that was recording, and I looked him up, and guess what? He's got something, so let's go pick him up.
That's what they did.
The same type of guy that would become a cop?
Yeah, like, are you serious? Like, that's some bullshit asshole move.
Yeah, like
just say that he.
The thing's a sociopath in my mind. Like, you have no remorse over what your organization just did, and instead you would want to inflict more harm and pain on people.
Yeah, it makes me like question your entire motives of like why you're a police officer if you're like trying to prevent people from recording or trying to, you know, in future keep people from making a record of what's, you know, of what's going on. I mean,
right.
Was assault and battery thing, wasn't that dropped? They said that it was a mistake or something like that. So maybe that was like the initial charge that they just made it up, basically
trying to slander him a little bit.
Yeah, and then I think they got him in there and they said, oh, this was a mistake, we apologize, but you also have these fines from...
Fines? Wouldn't that be civil though? Like, seriously.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
Yeah, he had to pay $1,231 in traffic fines, and he was
fuck that.
He was spent 26 hours in a cell.
Mm-hmm. You have to find me.
Right. So, but I do want to make, you know, it is a point though. Obviously, try to keep your shit as clean, keep your nose clean as possible, as much as possible.
Hey, you know what? I actually want to bring something up. You know, speaking of fines. I want to bring something up. Speaking of fines, you know, I just actually, you know, with all this taxation and stuff, stuff. I want to bring up an attention over here, Ryan. Didn't you just do something recently for taxation and stuff?
Yeah, well, I did the receipt. You know, I feel like everybody's been doing that, going out to eat and doing the receipt. And it's
Yeah.
funny because when I posted it, instead of people acknowledging that taxation and stuff, I got shit because apparently I'm not a good tipper. However, I've worked in the service industry for like the last 7 years of my life, and I had to actually point out and do the math that it was an $8 tip on basically a $60 bill. It's about 15%, and obviously tips are based on kind of received shitty service, but it wasn't horrible. So 15% less than 5% than normal. And if you look at that, if you had taxation attached to that tip, if I would have tipped like $12, $13, it would have still just been what I tipped. You know what I mean? But hey,
Yeah.
$8 cash is still $8 cash after tax.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So and by the way though,
All balls out about the idea that I tip enough instead of the idea that taxation stuff.
Yeah.
I've got no problem with how much you tip. Just if you go to the Applebee's in town, just make sure you tip nice.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Did you guys check out the? Did you guys see my video of me going down and trolling the Blue Lives Matter protesters?
I saw part of it.
Yeah,
I didn't see the end of it.
I loved how you set that up. You're like, who's going to be doing that in a second? This guy. Stay tuned.
I want to lose faith in humanity. What's that?
Yeah, I saw your post prior to going live. It was hilarious. But
Oh yeah. If you guys want to lose faith in humanity really quick, go read the comments on that YouTube video.
Yeah.
Oh man, I get my YouTube because I have like 2 videos that consistently just get nailed every day, and my comments that I get are just, it make you lose faith. But I did actually, and sorry, I just want to, because it reminded me, on my YouTube this week, anybody that's watched on my YouTube, on one of my videos, I want to say it's the checkpoint with the big stupid officer, if you can figure that one out. If you go on that, there's somebody that's using the name Retired Cop, and he just, in the most eloquent way possible, just lays into everybody on my channel that's telling me that I should just give up my license and that I shouldn't give them a hard time. And this guy's like, who are you people? Are you kidding?
Copsuckers.
Yeah, this guy, Retired Cop, he laid into him, and he was like, I was a cop for 12 years, blah blah blah. I always made sure that I respected the Constitution. That was my job. He was like, the road that I paid for was owned by the public. The car, the gas in the car, my salary, my insurance, everything paid by the public. I was a public officer. And it was just like what you want to hear from a cop, and it's like, why'd you retire, man? You should still be out there doing it. Like, you should be out there changing minds.
Teaching the other ones.
I would disagree. I say there's no such thing as a good cop, and he quit, so he's a good cop.
Well, exactly,
but
but you know
because he quit.
the whole like change from the inside mentality.
Yeah.
I'd rather have no cops, but if we have to have cops, I'd rather there be ones like him instead of the fucking asshole ones.
Right, and I want guys like him are the ones who are, either in charge of them or at least training them. People who want people to actually be safe and
And it's interesting because my roommate's very much kind of into this, and I think I've assisted her a little bit in that. But it's interesting because she's actually dating a cop. And it's crazy. I know.
Wow.
I had mentioned this a while ago, and I was like, mate's dating a cop. He's like coming over to the house. What should I do? And everybody's like, fly a drone around him. Tell him like.
Tell him you need the warrant.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you gotta have a warrant to come in here. Yeah, exactly, right.
You're like a vampire in my eyes. You have to come in. You can't come in without any permission.
Yeah, exactly, right. But overall, he's actually a pretty cool guy. But I always tell him, I'm not afraid to tell him, like, hey, fuck your badge, fuck everything that your badge stands for. You may be a good guy, but when you put that costume on, you're a piece of shit in my eyes, and I'll treat you just like every other cop. Well, they have been getting into it. My roommate is black, and they have been getting into it because she's very much, like, obviously pro civil rights and whatnot, and he has a lot of typical cop response.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What awkward situation.
So they were been fighting.
And on the couch, just eating popcorn, like just listening, like motherfucker, just
like Michael Jackson over there, like, I came for the comments.
Yeah, right.
Eating the popcorn.
Well, I'll wrap it up because I don't know. I keep breaking in and out of here, but basically they got into it. He did a video basically explaining like how he acknowledges the racism and the happening in the country, etc. And put it on YouTube. And the one and only comment on his video is, "You're a fucking idiot." So it's just interesting to me
Was that by you?
No, it wasn't me. I mean, I have to kind of agree with the things that he's saying in this video, and I think it's just interesting that a cop would get on YouTube and
get on YouTube and say all
fucking idiot
that.
compared to all the cops.
Does he admit that he's a cop on
Yeah, he
there, or
told me.
is he a retired cop guy?
I think it's a cop that said that. That's what I'm saying. So he said that he actually got a call from his supervisor. He said it was a very friendly call, but he said that his supervisor told him, just be careful what you're saying, watch what you're saying, don't get too involved, this and the other thing. So it enforces the idea that if a cop to be a good person and do the right thing, that they're ridiculed and that they're kind of excommunicated from the rest of that group. You know what I mean? So it's impossible for there to be a good cop. You're a good cop, you get shit talked to. So I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you won't hear an active duty cop say anything bad about these cops that are on video that we obviously can all see that, hey, something fucked up happened here today.
Yeah. And that's that code of silence. It just enforces the code of silence. Every time I talk to a cop and want to ask him a question, he says, redirect that to the public relations department. It's like, no, fuck you. I wanted to talk to you. So.
Yeah, I want to hear what the guy in the costume has to say. Like, I don't want to hear what the costume has to say. I want to hear what the guy in the costume has to say. Like, and it's just... It's one of those things where you'll very rarely, like Adam Kokesh actually had a really good checkpoint video where he got a cop to actually open up with him. It's one of my favorite videos.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, the cop actually, opened up with him. He caught a rare cop, and Adam Kokesh, he's really good at getting people to talk. But it's just it's one of those things. The cops they can't go against that blue line. I mean, one thing that I saw that really irritated me is everybody's changing their profile picture to that picture of Texas with the blue line flag. And it's like, what do you think got you in this situation in the first place? That blue line. Right. The blue line is what did it. Like, why are you praising it? Like, even back home, the local newscasters have their own personal Facebook and he posts a lot of interesting stuff from back where I'm from. Well, he went on there and he immediately, this is the newscaster, changed his profile picture to that and was saying all this stuff about, just total cop sucking. And it's like, I didn't expect anything else from you, media man. Like,
did any of you guys hear about Chick-fil-A and what they just did?
Oh, Chick-fil-A's being okay.
They got their employees wearing uniforms that say "Back the Blue."
They're always on some shit.
Yeah, I would have quit. I would have quit. I'd have told them, go fuck yourself in your stupid uniform.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, with their anti-gay agenda that they were running a couple years back, that was fucked up. And now that they're just straight up cop sucking, like, I'll never eat there again.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Scott officially here. So Scott, let's roll on to another subject.
All right, let's let me pick one here. This security guard in this parking deck video is pretty cool. It's actually pretty funny, and I would have handled it differently, but not much. Give me 1 second.
What do you guys think about the Blue Lives Matter protesters and the Black Lives Matter protesters coming together?
Okay, one thing about the Blue Lives Matter thing that I've been saying for a long time is a blue life isn't a real thing. A blue life is a choice. It's a choice.
Bullshit. Absolutely right. I call it Stockholm Syndrome.
It's a goddamn choice, okay?
Absolutely.
What they say to these people that work at McDonald's, they say, "Oh, you want $15 an hour? You don't like your job? Go to a different job." Well, why aren't we saying that to the cops? Oh, if you don't like your job, if you're scared of your job, if you don't feel respected, then go get a job somewhere else.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why this standard is double here. You know, you're going to talk shit to the people that want to make $15 an hour at their shitty McDonald's job, but you got on the other hand, you got a cop crying, "Oh, my job is so hard and people are so mean to me," and everybody's
And
like,
you want to be a protected class too, like have it be a hate crime if somebody.
"We need to support the police. They need our support." Like,
didn't they just pass that it's a hate crime somewhere?
It was in Minnesota, in Red Wing, actually.
Yeah.
But then there was a lot of pressure, I guess, and they ixnayed on that eventually. But yeah, they passed it at first.
Sorry about that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Red Wing, Minnesota.
But here's that video here of the security guard in this parking garage.
Fucking shooting one in portrait.
I blame Snapchat. Okay, from what I've gathered, this security guard is blocking in this car because these guys took a piss in the corner in a parking garage.
Pretty.
It already smells like pee in there anyway.
I'd be like, bitch, prove it.
Yeah, right?
That's a big boy.
That is a big boy.
You can tell right now he doesn't know what to do, so he's frozen. He's like, I put myself in this situation. Do I keep going or do I back off?
He's like, I'm just gonna put my foot on it.
He sounds like Ari Shaffir, and kind of looks like him too, but it's not.
Can you describe the piss?
Was it green? Was it clear? Am I dehydrated and it was orange, like dark orange?
He gave you permission.
Everybody always has that one friend that begs you on to do some dumb shit.
Oh, and he grabs for his gun. He grabs for his gun. You can tell that dude was waiting to use he's waiting to use his gun. He keeps grabbing his gun.
He just made a donkey punch. World star.
I just want to say, what kind of qualifications do you have to carry a gun for a company? Like, what the fuck? Do you see, like, the
hands?
That guy absolutely had no training. That dude had no training. Did you see that swing that he took? Like, that was I've never seen somebody swing like that. I've never seen that.
Yeah, they went straight 6 to 12.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, I'm gonna have to sign off.
Okay.
No, but thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Take it easy.
Yeah, bye.
Smacks the camera out of guy's hand. Smacks it, and now he's shooting. Oh.
Ooh, takes a shot.
Ooh, another shot. 3, 4. Unfortunately, there's not. I didn't get a lot with this video.
It's all in the description of the YouTube. It's all in the description.
Oh, this link, it just opens it up in a player right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's on the YouTube. It said this happened on Saturday.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. The incident occurred Saturday, July 10th at approximately 2:49 a.m. on 2010 13th Street North, and Ybor, Y-B-O-R. I don't know where that is. It says the security guard confronted the victims about urinating in the parking garage. The guard then boxed the victim's car in his golf cart-style vehicle. During the confrontation, the security guard pushed the victim, then knocked the phone from the hand of a second victim who was video recording the incident. The security guard fired his weapon at the victims. The victims fled. The security guard unlawfully entered the victim's car and removed shell casings from the scene, resulting in additional charges. Security guard Farquharson was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm, battery, tampering of evidence, and burglary of a conveyance. Farquharson works for a private security firm, Iron Eagle Security, which provides security in City of Tampa parking garage.
Work.
Yeah, they need to definitely
Update his
review their
LinkedIn.
update his LinkedIn and review their training practices.
Yeah.
Says he's now in jail facing multiple charges after the confrontation. Limited details are available that the security guard may have been blocking the subject for possibly urinating in the parking garage. Yeah, we know.
Like,
no injuries reported.
So he fires random shots off into the distance at them. You know, takes a donkey punch at them, and that kind of stuff. That's crazy. But you know what? There's another story in here. I know I put it up, Scott. It's actually a story that is about a cop taking a shot at somebody's dog and actually hitting the owner instead. Can you find that?
Let's see. In the spaces, let's see. I'm seeing community policing done wrong from Live Leak, but
No.
I'm seeing Fourth Amendment be damned. The cops using forced catheterization to extract urine.
That's an interesting story.
Yeah, but BRPD storms private property after protester given landowners permission.
Damn, I thought I put that.
Oh, no. Police avoid. No, never mind. That's not it either.
Yeah, I thought I put it in there because what ended up happening, and I guess what I'll do is I'll post this on the Hot Blast Podcast's Facebook, is it was a story where the officer took a shot at the owner, or at the dog, hit the owner. The owner dies, and the cop actually just escaped charges. So he's not being charged or anything in the death of the owner. So I'll post that story there. Scott, do you want to go into the catheter story?
The catheter story.
Ryan, you still with us? Nope. I think Ryan.
All right. So the forced catheterization. All right. South Dakota cops using forced catheterization to extract urine from suspects. South Dakota police officers are strapping people to beds and having catheters forcibly inserted into their urethras in order to extract urine from them, attorneys say. What happened to that whole part about not bearing witness against yourself or not incriminating yourself? What the hell? You know, that's forcing people to provide evidence against themselves.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. They're legitimately strapping people to tables, inserting things into them to pull out their urine to see if they're on drugs. Like, how much more of a police state can you get? There's no way around it. That is 100% police state right there. So,
and I just want to say, Ryan Scott says he's having too many issues and he's just going to call it a night. Thank you very much, Ryan, for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to having you again next time. Hopefully, we can iron out some more of these issues.
And I also want to give a special thanks to Amanda Burnquist out of Minnesota Cop Block for joining us as well to tell us about what was going on with her and I-94 out there in St. Paul, Minnesota. So thank you again for joining us, you guys. It was great having you on. Sorry that you had technical difficulties, but...
Yeah, that's DeKalb Cop Block and Minnesota Cop Block. So check both of them out. They got some really good content.
Not only on the Facebook, but and on the YouTube. So check them out, guys.
Yeah, but this forced catheterization now, this is it's to make sure that they're not something about tampering with evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically to make sure they didn't swallow their drugs. Like that's insane that they would do that. Like they're and this is their justification. Well, there's no other way to prove that you did this crime, and it's like, so
then I didn't commit the crime.
Yeah, it's like, well, then how could there be a crime if there's no victim and no proof of crime except for something that comes out of my body? Like,
Yeah.
what kind of nonsense world are we living in right now?
Yeah.
Like, this is some Twilight Zone, like, crazy time that we're living in, that we like, that that we think that the trauma of strapping somebody to a chair and extracting urine from them forcibly by shoving a tube into their body is going to be less traumatic to them than using the drugs that they willingly bought. Like,
Yeah.
wait, back up. Where are we?
All in the name of justice.
Yeah, justice, and we need to clean up our communities. Yeah, your community is really going to be great once the cops strap everybody in the community down to a table and shove tubes in their privates. Like,
Yeah. I know personally that would piss me the fuck off. I think honestly that would be one of those last straw situations for me. Uh, I mean,
yeah, I would have to move out of the state. Like, no,
honestly,
sorry.
think about it. That's going to seriously damage somebody's psyche, because does that not kind of bring in, like, sexual assaults into the mix? Like, because I'd feel sexually assaulted.
Oh yeah, like, you're shoving something into my private parts. Like, just
Yeah. Yeah, like, you don't come back from that as the same person, and you're doing this for justice. Go fuck yourself. Not happening.
yeah, that sounds like the farthest from justice that I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
Like, and this is supposed to somehow benefit the community. I mean, I just would like to just have a sit down interview with one of these cops in this picture here, and just ask them, like, just be like, so strapping someone to a table and forcibly getting urine from them in a very traumatic way is improving your community, or
Yeah.
what? I'm not understanding what's going on, because it's just, it does the ends don't justify the means at all. So what the fuck are we doing? Like, how do we get here and how do we go back? That should be the question everybody's asking. How do we get here? How do we go back? Because, like, I don't see how any person that has a logical, like, even an ounce of critical thinking skills could think that this was okay to do to somebody
Right.
over something that they willingly bought, through, a consensual exchange.
Right.
Like, consenting adults, like, if you're, I don't understand. It's just one of those things where it's just, I will never understand what these people are thinking.
Yeah.
Doesn't solve anything.
And that's the thing too, like, somewhere somebody sat in the room and they were like, well, what do we do? Somebody was just like, well, fuck, why don't we just strap them down and take it? And everybody was like, yeah, you know what, that's a great idea.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck. It's like, you know what? Fuck. Fuck anything that's, rational. Fuck their rights.
People.
Like, people. No, nobody's like. It's like when you see the guy that got pulled over for so many people that get pulled over for dumb shit, and then ended up getting shot. Like Eric Garner. Okay, selling loose cigarettes. Now, should anybody die over loose cigarettes?
No.
Like, the police have an inability to de-escalate or to back down from a situation.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're and I know we've said it many times before, but they're so trained on all of their equipment that the last thing they're trained in is people skills and how to talk to people, and they fail at it constantly, and that's why we have such a high body count in this country.
Yeah.
We give them too much freedom in the sense of, leeway with their weaponry.
All right. Yeah. Well, I think this is a good place to end it on for tonight. We want to talk about on the Wednesday night Cop Block radio show. Do you want to tell us about that, Matt?
Yeah, absolutely. If you go ahead and you tune in on Wednesday at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time to lrn.fm on your web browser, or you can go to copblock.org/show in your web browser, you will find myself and Severin Freeman of Lehigh Valley Cop Block bringing you all the stories of this last week, live on Cop Block Radio. So,
All right.
also, on top of that, I want to bring you guys over and talk to you guys about a new project that Carbon County has just launched. It is called Carbon County Live. Each day, for about 10 minutes, we're going to take a topic, we're going to discuss it, we're going to do it live, and yeah, it's a lot of fun, so you should definitely come on over to Carbon County Cop Block on YouTube and like it and subscribe to the videos, and come join us for new and exciting shows.
All right. Well, also copblock.org/store. You can get Copblock stuff. All your Copblocky needs. Anything from hats, shirts, and stuff, and all that good stuff. So, yeah. I guess this is the end of the show. We're kind of burning out here right at the very end. So,
Take it
guys, we will see you guys next week, and stay safe.
9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here for next week's episode of Cop Blast Podcast. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe, and make sure to record the cops whenever you interact with them. Have a good week.